Hi guys, Kimberly Lebbing here. I help people with self-sabotage, limiting beliefs, in whatever is holding you back. I help you transform those things into more positive mindset and better thinking. So tonight I want to talk about 3 mindset hacks for successful weight loss. So when I'm working with women, usually, sometimes there are blocks. So they're eating all the right foods, they're doing all the right things, they're exercising, but yet there's still, there's some behaviors that end up happening. Self-sabotage, if you know what that is, like they can't help themselves. They're stuck in a behavior or a pattern that keeps them from losing weight. Or maybe this might sound familiar, like they've done all the work, they've exercised, they've eaten right, they've lost all this weight, only to find a few weeks later it's come right back, and they're back to behaviors that don't serve them anymore. So what I do is I help people overcome those behaviors and really kind of tweak your perception of yourself into a better place so that you can move on from those behaviors and stay in the weight or whatever it is that you want, that you're looking for, and maybe even tweak what it is you're wanting. So 3 things that I wanted to share with you tonight, and these are easy. They're not going to go real deep. If you want that, then you need to contact me. But first is, if you've got a bad behavior, or we'll just call it a behavior, we won't say good or bad. You have a behavior that you know that you would like to change. Number 1 is identifying it. Sometimes we just do things and we're just kind of walking through life and we're just not even really paying attention to what's going on. We're kind of floating through. So identify what behavior it is, and then also go a little deeper and identify when you do it. So those 2 things together. And what that does is that brings into light what you have going on. And because you can't change something if you don't know what it is. So that's the reason why. So identify what it is and when you want to change it. 2, the second part of that is, what do you want to do instead? So if you don't want to be eating a bag of chips, what do you want to do instead? How do you want to be instead? Think about what that would look like, what that would feel like, and take all that part in. And just to tweak, whenever you're identifying, let's say that you reach for the candy bar or the bag of cookies when you're stressed. Maybe you've had a stressful day, maybe it's an energy low or something like that. What's a behavior that you could do instead that's going to support your body, support your goals instead? So, and make a list if you need to, like brainstorm a little bit. Is it some deep breathing? Is it, is there something that you can do that is a de-stressor for you that's going to help your body, rather than put you in the direction that you don't want to go? So think about that. But sometimes just deep breathing and dealing with that stress is all you need to do. 3 is, be kind to yourself and ask good questions. So sometimes, and I know we've all done this, especially if you're a woman listening to this, we beat ourselves up. We ate the piece of pie, or we had the ice cream last night, or whatever it is, and then we start beating ourselves up about that. And all that does, it's like, would you talk that way? Think about this. Would you talk that way to like your daughter, or let's say a 7-year-old little girl? Would you say to them what you say to yourself? Just think about that and how you talk to yourself, and just be mindful of that. So be kind to yourself And then ask yourself, so this is the next part, ask yourself a good question. And this is a good way to actually start the day, especially if you have some health goals. And ask a question, something like this. Instead of why did I eat that? Or why did I not go to the gym? Instead of asking those questions, ask, what is the best possible way I can support my body in a healthy way? Or something along those lines. That way, you're supporting yourself. Your brain is looking for answers that's going to support your healthy journey rather than beating yourself up, because that's why we end up seeing people go on these yo-yo things where they lose weight, they gain it back. They lose weight, they gain it back, because really they haven't changed the behaviors within. They haven't figured out how to deal with the stress. And sometimes there's deeper underlying things that are going on that take more work. That's some of the work that I do. So I'm excited because I'm teaming up with a friend of mine who is a holistic nurse, Dina Wolf, and we've put together a weight loss program called Body Brain Blueprint. And we're going to deal with the whole thing. I'm not going to go into this live, but if you are interested in finding out a little bit more about that, she's got a tool that shows you what foods to eat exactly. It's a medical device, and then I'm going to work with you on the mindset part. So anyway, going to be a lot of fun and really excited about it. If you're interested, just drop me a comment or you can message me and I'll send you more info. So thank you so much for watching tonight. And a little bit late for me to be doing a live, but now I'm going to go take the makeup off and head to bed. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.